Albert, how are you doing today, Albert?
I'm fine. I'm coming here to show my tool to the people. I will try to do my best. Let me share my screen. And I want to do an easy presentation. And first of all, I want to say thanks to everyone to stay here in this presentation and also for giving me the opportunity to share my application here. And also I want to remember to everyone, this is open source. If someone wants to contribute, I am really open to do it. And let me show you a little bit what means that. Here I created an application can handle or can do some dust pen testing, understanding the website, because my perspective is always from the point of view of a cybersecurity specialist, bug hunter, right? And one of the main problems most of the bug hunters have is, okay, do you have the application? The application is giving you okay, you have a payload there and you need to do the exploitation, but you really don't know what you need to do it, okay? And the thing here is like, okay, we are going to try to create something can help you to handle that and help you to solve this issue, right? Then I created this awesome, incredible tool. The name is BugTrace and have a lot of things. And now I will do the demo, but one of the things we can see here inside of the documentation is one of the main problems of the AI, okay? And here you have all the documentation on how it's working, all the design, how it's working, the methodology, the intelligence, and how it's working, everything, okay? But I prefer to do a demo, and later, if someone have some question, we are going to there. This is very easy to run. It's like easy, like you can see here in the GitHub, it's just one liner, start your Docker, and that's it. You have here the Docker, it's working, you go to the website, and here is the main website. There's only a disclaimer, like you don't need to take care. You need to take care. One of the things this application is working is with OpenRouter. If someone doesn't know what is OpenRouter is a place where we have most of the AIs in the same place, and it's easy to handle because we can try and play with different AIs. And this is interesting if some people want to play around. Then one of the things first we need to do it is put the API of OpenRouter, and it's here. I want to create one. You create one, and this one. I'm going to put it here. You put your API. You test your API, and it's working. You can save your API in your browser, just in case you want to play later, and start the party. For this demo purposes, one of the things I was trying to do is go to this website. This is Gene and Joy's website. This is a website created for pen testing if someone want to try something. But one of the first things we need to do here, we have different tools for privilege escalation, Pathfinder, and everything we will see later. But one of the things we want to do is the discovery. We want to know if this website have more URLs or endpoints can be vulnerable to hacking or pen testing or something like that. Here we have all the endpoints. Where do you have? If someone wants to play for example, this one, and easy peasy, we are going to the application and we say, hey, I want to hack this domain. I want to go to the rel playlist, and I'm going to do one of the most stressful pen testing, and give me a bit here, analyze. Here we have a different AI. So the truth is we have the same model, but it's doing a different performing, different point of views of the vulnerability, and it's working in different roles. One of the roles can be like Q&A or special developer, and it's depending. You can change or modify the prompts depending of your needs during the configuration of the applications. And something manual we are doing here, I forgot to mention, here we can select different models, right? Okay. Now, one of the cool things here is only you can do the deep analysis and enable defining the validation. That means, okay, one of the problems, one of the main problems we can have most of the time is, and it's something we are talking before with another people. Is the main problem is the AI have hallucinations and have inventing stuff, and this is not true. And we need some AI can do the control of the another AIs to know if this is true or not, or has hallucination or something like that, because That's one of the main issues of the applications I see online. It doesn't take care of that, and this kind of oscillation, finally, it's tokens, and this kind of tokens, it's money, and this costs you a lot of money. And something we need to understand a little bit is, finally, and the best models most of the time is the most expensive one. Then we need to take care of that. Okay, here we have the report, and it's saying, okay, you have a blind SQL injection. Do you have a cross-site scripting? And do you have a broken access authentication? Either do you have information verbose message and whatever? Okay. And okay, we want to know if this is real or not. This application at the moment, I don't have backend. I am working on that. But here you have the payload. But in case you want to try, is to go easy to generate to SQL map. And here you have the command you can put on your SQL map. And easy peasy, and that's it. I'm running, and I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because if not, maybe we can have some problems. In case you want to analyze a little bit deeper with AI, the AI is going to assist you to understand what is happening and why we have this SQL injection, because it's sending the information and explain you as a bug hunter what is happening behind the scenes. You can come back to the history, to the same you did, and you have here the information. In case you want to do the XSS, and do you want to create different payloads in case it doesn't work your payload, do you have here different payloads to play around? And in case you are lazy like me and you don't want to play with payloads, something you can do it is send to payloads forge, and it's here. Oh, it's back here. Send to the payload forge, and do you have here the payload, and start creating the payload for you. If someone know a little bit of Barb Street or this kind of tool for pen testing, something you can do it is send. You can try all these payloads with different alterations here, null byte section, polyfloat, and different kind of exploitation. But in case you don't want to waste your time, you have here the list to do copy and paste and put on your website and do the exploitation automated. And another cool stuff we can have here, you have a server-side template. You can create different server templates in case you have the possibility to do this kind of exploitation. And this is one for the collaborator, where you can do different payloads for your RSA or RSE or something like that. And one of the coolest things also we can do it is like the JWT, the compiler, because one of the problems most of the JWT to have is the problem of have insecure management or insecure stuff. Like here you have the payload, this is the payload. Okay, I'm going to do, in this case, we can do it like blue team audit, or we can do the red team audit. And then the AI is going to try to do the exploitation of this JWT token, seeing the security behind of this JWT token. Okay, we need to wait a little bit. I know I am going so fast, but we have here many things. And if some have some doubts, we have incredible documentation. I am Spanish, if someone doesn't realize about. Also, you have here is in Spanish documentation, in case you want to learn more. And here do you have all your information as the JWT token. And just only for doing like this fast demo, here you can do also the file auditor. You can put the website where do you have upload possibility. You're gonna do the audition if it's possible to upload or inject some code inside this file upload. Or another case you have here, in case you are working in some WordPress and do you believe or you have some WordPress you need to do the exploitation. Here you have the different CVEs to do or run the exploitation. But one of the cool things is something here, I don't know if we can see, this is the number of API calls. We have it, and this means this is the cost. And believe me, this is very cheap for the amount of information we get for one domain, and how can help you as a developer to also a pen tester to do the exploitation. Also, in case you want to download, you have the JSON file with all the information, or same here in the reports, do you have it? In this case, we have this one. You can download the report in case you want to bring it to another application or another chat or wherever. And also, finally, we have the possibility to chat with the AI, helping us to do the exploitation, or I don't understand this payload, can you explain me better, or something like that. And that's my tool. I don't know if someone have more question. I was fast, but finally, it's something I want to say is this is an open source project. I am working in another backend stuff, and if you want to join, I am very, very welcome to everyone.
No, there's a lot of questions. This was great. You got voted for a ton of time, so I appreciate you. Just keep going. I go bottom to top on the questions here. What confidence do you have that this tool would find a known CVE, or does it only do its own logic testing?
This is only a logic testing. If we really know the tool, I have another tool. The other tool is a plugin for Kaido. I don't know if the people know Kaido. Kaido is an application similar to Bursuite, but at the moment I am working in a backend to try to validate these exploitations using proxy interactions. But it's difficult because one of the things we need to understand, some exploitations appears in your browser, not in your server, and I need to work about that. And I'm working in MCP servers, something more complex, but it will be cool.
Heck yeah. And then David has a similar question on what came to mind to me, which is basically like, are you brushing up against model guardrails? And if so, are you bypassing them somehow to get firm payloads?
Not at the moment, we need to understand this is a beta file, and I did find myself. And finally, I am not an expert in developing this system. Someone, my mate Imri was talking about this as byte coding, and we can say this application is 95% byte coding. But I believe it's a good byte code, at least from my perspective. And if someone wants to ask, this is secure? No, this application is insecure by default because we are hackers.
Pretty much. Okay.
Thanks a lot, man.